Those look pretty good to me. Get out to the garden. I'm gonna pick a few green tomatoes if we got any good ones on the vines. I mean, these tomato plants are crazy. They're literally like 6 feet tall. We'll pick us some of these green ones. Like I said, we're just gonna pick some of the bigger ones, some of the bigger green tomatoes. We'll make do with what we got. All right, so I want to show you guys how I'm slicing these. These things are about 1/4 of an inch thick, maybe 5/8 of an inch thick. That's what you want. You don't want them paper thin. You want these things to have a little bit of tomato flavor, a little bit of juiciness to them. And so, if you cut your tomatoes and they're too thin, just throw them away and start over. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead and use them. But on the next ones, make them a little thicker because that's going to give you the better flavor. That's going to make these things really pop. And so I'm looking for something in the neighborhood of 1/4 to 5/8 inch thick. Now, after I get these cut up, we're going to, I'm going to lay them out on a cookie sheet. I'm going to salt and pepper them. That salt is going to pull some of the moisture out. It's going to sweat them a little bit. And that's going to help the cornmeal to stick to them really well. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish slicing, and then we'll get these things out on the cookie sheet and we'll salt and pepper them. Green tomatoes, we got them salted, lightly peppered, got them sliced 1/4 to 5/8 inches thick. If you fry up a appetizer, which is what our fried green tomatoes are going to be, that's going to satisfy everybody's urge to go over there and pick something up and eat. So not as many people are going to, be worried about picking up your fish and eating all your fish before it's actually dinner time. So what we do is I fry the fried green tomatoes first. Next is going to be typically the hush puppies. Then if we're going to do any, say, fried okra or potatoes, those will be next. And last will be the fish. I dump that fish on the platter, everybody come gets their plate, and I mean, you got happy people. You got people that are getting warm, crispy fish that is delicious. You don't have to worry about keeping it warm, keeping it from getting soggy. So think about the order of how you're frying things. That really makes a difference. So I wanted to detail a little bit about our fryer. That we are using a fryer that keeps the temperature really nice and consistent. And that fryer is a Cajun Works fryer made right here in the United States of America. Alright guys, so we are in the green. We're in that magic little area where the oil is just right. So like I said, we've got a very simple batter on our fried green tomatoes. We salt and peppered them, and now we let them sweat, and then we put them in cornmeal. So now we're fixing to cook these jokers. Cooking these things, every now and then you might want to give it a little shake on the bottom to make sure they're not sticking. It does not take long. These are going to cook in 3 or 4 minutes, especially if you've got that temperature right. So we just, we dropped in a plate full of tomatoes and our temperature did not drop at all, that's what you want when you're frying food. Alright, so we've got a majority of these floating. They're up on the surface, they're a nice golden brown. I think these things are probably done. They're all on the surface. They look pretty good to me. Let them go just another few seconds and then we'll pull them off. Then we're going to put them on some paper towels. Just going to let that oil absorb off of them. Alright, nice golden brown. Let these things cool for just a second, and then these guys are going to go swimming in a little bit of ranch dressing and then down the gullet as an appetizer. Can't beat that. Hey Sam, what do you think about those fried green tomatoes?
Good.
They're good? You like those?
Yeah.
Yeah?